Can I sit down in my chair? Where is your chair? This is officially her chair now. Hi, baby True. Hello. Hi guys, it is Llynks, and we are here again. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Llynks, and thank you so much for clicking on this. I am a musician who's based in Austin, Texas. Just moved here from New York recently, and I have a debut album coming out June 19th. That is what I wanted to talk about today. Just a little bit of backstory behind it, why I wrote it, where I wrote it, just some little details of the album that's coming out in about a month. So I thought it would be a good time to kind of just talk about what you should be expecting, I suppose. This album, it's called Become the Root. It's set for a June 19th release. It's my first ever album, actually ever, and let there be many more. But first of all, the title, Become the Root, is basically just an embodiment of, you know, this album was made in my 20s, my early and mid 20s. So I kind of wanted it to just embody this time of my life. I'm doing a lot of questioning what I'm doing here. I'm questioning how I can really make an impact with the music. I'm wandering like aimlessly into the abyss, you know, so a lot of questions are on my mind, and I wanted the album to kind of just really take that feeling and just amplify that a ton. So yeah, Become the Root. It's all about taking everything that's shaped you to be the adult that you are, using your past experiences to lift you up and bring you up to like the next thing in a way. The knowledge that you do have all the things you need to get there, and you will get there, but it's also about just remembering where you came from and knowing that you can always come back to that if things get weird and you start, you know, questioning your reality. So knowing where you want to go, but being able to stay grounded to all the good things and bad things that shaped you to be the way you are. Become the Root is about the mentality of accepting your life as it has been to this point, with all of its flaws, all of its shit, using that as fuel to move forward to what you're going for in life. I believe, like, in my pitch for this, I wrote something like, it's about throwing shit at a wall and seeing if something sticks. That's also the meaning. So making tons of mistakes and failing over and over again, trying to get where you want to be, using it as fuel, using all of the mistakes, all the flaws, and all the good parts too, of course, and using it as fuel to just move forward. So yeah, I'm definitely in this really weird time of my life. I'm 26 now, and I think it's just an odd age. It's an odd age. I graduated from Berklee College of Music back in 2016. So it's been 4 years since college. Yeah, it's just this weird time where I'm just kind of like, what? Questions? You know, how do I do the thing? And I've talked about a little bit of this in my past few videos, just talking about mental health in the industry and just trying to get where you want to go, etc. You can check those out after you watch this one if you'd like. And please subscribe if you like these videos, because I will definitely, I'm updating them every week. I'm gonna do a little like vlog once a week and a little music thing once a week. So music thing being like a new demo or a live performance. So yeah, please subscribe and like this if you are interested and you want to follow the journey. Become the Root. Yes, the album art was done by Natalie Shaw, incredible artist. I'll show a picture of it here. My logo was designed by, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's BLSSND Illustrations. So it's incredible. I think both of these artists really embody like the visuals I'm trying to represent with this project very well. The album art, there's this kind of like statuesque, like armored woman, angel, warrior. She has this armor, and I feel like it kind of shows what she's been through and all the fucking shit she's had to put up with up till this point. She also has these wings that allow her to just get her to where she wants to go. But there's also roots that are like kind of coming up and like wrapped around her legs whenever she needs to come back down and remember, take perspective of her situation. That's there to ground her. So I thought that it was just so beautiful. It's just like this otherworldly visual that I thought was just like, oh my God, it's spot on. Because this whole time in my life has just been super surreal. The days go on and I'm just so, you know what I mean? I don't know. The album was made at Sweet Rain Studios in New York, where I used to live for the past 4 years of my life, with Justin Ethan Matthews. He was the producer for this album. I wrote it with piano and vocals, all the lyrics, all the melodies. I made some demos, and like on Logic, I went over to Justin. He was recommended by a good friend who goes by Miss Cherry Delight. You should check out her music as well. I heard her album and I was like, who produced this? And she gave me Justin's contact and we set up right away. So yeah, I went into the studio with all my demos and we made the album. And it was actually a fairly quick process. Granted, these songs were all written like at least 2 to 3 years ago, besides Doesn't Matter Anyway. That one was recent. Yeah, but pretty much all of them they're older songs. I used to have this like great Yamaha weighted keyboard and I had to sell it, unfortunately, when I decided to move here. So I have my synth, I have my mini log, my chord mini log here, but I miss my piano. This is great though, I fucking love this. Yeah, we started recording the album in August of 2019. So yeah, right now we're releasing it less than a year afterwards. A super fast process, 10 songs. 10 songs are on this album. Yeah, we started in August and we met twice a week until November. It was a very condensed, like a very short amount of time, but it was like action packed. So within 4 months, this album was done, you know, and that's including like the mix and master. So yeah, very, very fast comparatively to I think a lot of projects. So 2 days a week, 9 to 5. I used to live in Brooklyn, Bushwick, off the Wilson L. Yeah, I went into Manhattan, 9 a.m., got there. We worked all the way through, besides we had like a 30-minute lunch break and then we finished at 5. You know, when I got there, all the songs were already written, you know, so it wasn't like I had to spend time writing lyrics or anything. We were just kind of like recording and producing. It was so spontaneous. A lot of like the things that happened on the album. It was very fast and I'm very impulsive when it comes to music making. I just kind of like do it and I share it, and I'm sure if you guys follow me on any of my socials, you see that I'm just like posting the demos that I'm making. You know, I'm a very new producer and I'm just kind of like throwing it out there like for open criticism, you know. I'm not really afraid to share that where I am in my production skills, you know. It's just what it is, you know, so whatever. I'm trying to get better. Become the Root. 10 songs, done in 4 months. I released the first song, Slow Burn, in February, second one, Patterns Through Seams, in March, and Like You Said You Would in April. I do have a new song from the album called Rise Fall coming out this Friday, so less than a week away, so definitely like pre-save that song. That's gonna be the last single before the album goes live. Rise Fall, out in 1 week, May 29th. This album is very close to my heart because I really wanted to experiment with a lot of new sounds, obviously, like everyone does, but I don't know, I wanted to pull from the 80s, weird, gothic shit. Naturally, I know there's a lot of that kind of going on, but also wanted to kind of marry that with weird, futuristic sounds, a lot of sci-fi inspired music, aggressive songs. You know, my last body of work was under Sarah Kendall, an EP called Comply. If you've heard Comply, it's kind of like a suppressed version of what this album is. I think this album kind of just goes all out and it's very fearless. I wanted this to just be a little bit more out there and wild and weird and just strange. There's a lot of just weird synths and like a lot of cool arps, a lot of aggression. I definitely like yell more in this project, and it's like a lot more powerful than anything I've put out before. Rise Fall is next. Rise Fall is the first song on the album, so you're gonna hear that next week. So definitely subscribe because it'll be up on YouTube the day it goes live. It'll be here. So check back here on on Friday, May 29th. So definitely subscribe. Yeah, so Rise Fall is the first song. And then we have Aching For Me. Okay, Aching For Me is the second song on the album. Probably my favorite. One of the most aggressive songs on the album, but I think it's really powerful, and I think there's a lot of rawness and truth to this song. It's kind of like game music. It just reminds me of like a boss battle, like a video game just boss, like you're facing your fucking fears, you know? Really excited for you guys to hear Aching For Me, holy shit, yeah. Okay, Slow Burn, you guys have, you know, well, I don't know if you've heard Slow Burn. If you have, it's out. I don't know, listen to Slow Burn yourself. Let me know what you think of that one. Purified was really close to being a single. It was between Rise Fall and Purified. We ended up going with Rise Fall. It was my choice because all the singles so far have been pretty down-tempo. Rise Fall kind of just gives the project a little bit more energy. I just wanted you guys to get that angle and hear that angle before you heard the whole project. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you a little energetic push. Purified is also one of my favorite songs. The production in this is pretty epic. I already have my music video idea for this one if I ever can shoot it. It reminds me of like you're just like on this mountain and you're just contemplating, you're like really facing something and you're like, I have to be purified of this. I don't know. I really like the idea of just like calling out to some higher authority in music, like desperation. I think this song kind of does that. Doesn't matter anyway. It's probably one of the most energetic and up-tempo songs. And this was when I was feeling super apathetic about life. This is definitely the most recently written song. It's kind of just about like there's Purified and then there's this one. Purified is very like I'm really in my feelings. Doesn't matter anyways, kind of like this, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. And you know, there's some positivity in that mindset sometimes. So Turn Towards the Mirror. This one definitely needed the most work besides Patterns Through Seams. We ended up recording Patterns Through Seams 3 times. Guys, first it was a dance song at first. Dreading day. You know, it was ridiculous, and then we ended up making it a rock song after that. It just didn't work, and then we ended up stripping the whole thing down and making it a ballad, which was the best thing we could have ever done. Turn Towards the Mirror also went through a few iterations. First it started like this like country anthem. We ended up changing the chorus. There's no words in the chorus, it's just like, ah, you know, just sometimes that's how you just have to get your feeling across, it's just with like a vocal howl. So, Align Your Limbs. I don't know if I can get into this one right now. It's pretty dark. I think I'll explain that one at a later date. Become the Root is the title track. We definitely pulled from the 80s here, 100%. It's a dance song. I think Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, like that's what it is. And then, like you said you would. This was a really good closer. I was pretty hesitant to put it out as a single, but it's out there if you want to check it out. I think it works really well as an album closer. Listen when, you know, June 19th comes around, listen to this whole thing in order. It's definitely just there in that order for a reason. Really excited to share it with you. It's definitely been a long time coming. You know, besides this first batch of singles I put out, it's been a very long time since I've released music. This whole thing feels so surreal, and the music has been done for so long. So I've just listened to these songs so much that I feel like I'm an outsider looking in now. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can hear Rise Fall right when it's out, or you know, it'll be out on Spotify and iTunes and all the major platforms. I kind of just grazed over everything, I'm pretty sure. So if you have any specific questions about the project or any of the singles I've put out so far, please let me know in the comments and I will 100% answer them for you. These are the kitties. We got Marius and we got True. Hi babies. Oh. They're 2 months old and we adopted them from Awesome Pets Alive. They have brought me so much joy. Now you have met them. They will definitely be in all future videos.
Hello guys. I'm sorry to disturb you, True. Hi. Oh, what? Hi. Hi, Marius.